Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Nah, let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Look into the background, working in the sands. The pyramid builder as the first man. Following the pole star straight from our hearts. Evolving from the black, cause the black is where it starts. Original, my brothers. Consisting of kings, priests, architects, and lovers. Four brothers, we move on. I think I use my melanin and step into the sun. It's a glorious, a beautiful, a bright, shiny day. Think I call upon the gods and let them know I'm on my way. A tisket, a tasket, no money for a casket. Look into community as things are getting drastic. Evolving from a sleeper, straight into a Mac. Looking at my ride as my brother sell a crack. Where does it come from? Where does it grow? The answer to these questions everybody knows. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Nah, let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Sitting on the seashore waiting for a ship. Chains on my hands, swords on my hips. Don't want to move, feel the fury of the lash. This is a glimpse of what happened in the past. So back on the ship, it's so hard for me to breathe. Exposed to the elements, heat and disease. Brothers just a dying and the church a sharp bait. Chain up, I have to listen to my sisters getting raped. Lying on the hard floor, shit's in my hair. Hips were raw, smell the piss in the air. Trying to survive, but death's still my bet. But I know I'm gonna make it, cause my soul out the wreck. I lie in prep. The ship just nah, but who else could make this journey but a God? Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
Family, no testing we. Much progression be. Follow we. Where we sniping these. Hypersimiles. Jokers violate. Hang from the timber tree. I'm catching lights like the spectrum. Props I collect in my kit. As if I were a rectum. Brothers, women, and children, make sure you protect them. Let loose the abuse, you never know how it would affect them. Man, I don't this be my blinky. My hand's not kinky, it's kingly. So when you see me, best bow. Innovative style, direct from Jersey, but of the will be foul. So all my brethren say power, and honey say I. What's all about 7 miles, no smiles, so don't infiltrate. The black might state at any rate. I'm more than great, let's just say I'm godly. 3 dimensions, mind, soul, and body. I speaks it all modestly, so y'all diesel follow me, come follow me.
It's the blink, distinct, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, what? The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, what?
Keep the phantom style, black man's profile. Seeping in your soul, creamy thoughts takes control. You're helpless as a bird caught up in my hurricane. I maintain your mainframe when I manifest my name. So captivated, slash elated as I saturate it. You with the skunk rhyme that made you all intoxicated. intoxicated. You'll be quickly debilitated if you disrespect the darkness. Out of the darkness came the light, so watch the yachty sparkling. On your mark, check the penal projection. Ripping mics like a C-section with the inflection. Son, heard it in the ghetto section. No questions, my abilities emanate from my pitney activities. Mashing lyrics to melodies. Some rap fiends consider this a felony. First mistake, hip-hop is a mental state, not the life of a hustler or a prisoner.
It's the blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what? The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what?
Hip-hop is like a vitamin, it could revitalize. Give life to the lifeless, if properly utilized. Extracted from 6 scars comprised. Don't look too far, star. See, this is where the flavor lies. Knowledge is the foundation and manifestation of true wise. We can see past those lies. Exercise those third eyes. See, this be the blink because it fails to sink to the lowest degradation of this new hate-hop nation. We be the brand new sensation. 2 styles in variation. Adjust your antenna, check your station.
It's the blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what? The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what?
In my galactic arena, this piece be cosmic. Tune's real Gothic, word is born, you can't stop it. My concepts is real, raw deal like Shaquille. Coming through the middle with the massive appeal. We instill chill lyrics in your head to build. Like an architect to master what was once preset. The destination of a soldier's voice infinite. To demonstrate that we're extractions from the higher being. From the seed of Mother Earth came the black human being.
It's the blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what? The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what? Well, it's that blink, the stink, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, the stink, the funk, baby, what? The blink, the stink, the funk, baby.
Spirituality supports reality. 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 Spirituality supports reality.
This is an African set, more respect. I saw the light and now I got to reflect straight back. Here's a little message while you live, and what I got to give is somewhat positive. Spade, the brother's gonna serve rhythmatically. Pass up on to you what was taught to me. That was Afrocentricity about being spiritual. So here we go to proceed quite lyrical. Praise the one for which I pledge my stand. Peace to the creator, word to the motherland. I got to give it up, cause I'm down with Casa. Jumped in the circle, I was told we have to stand together as one in unity. Amongst ourselves, amongst our community. Strong, repelling the interference of genocide. Luther King died to keep the dream alive. Mandela, the fella served 25, still revived. Speaking, teaching others to survive. And look towards the new in place. Your mind is a waste if you don't know your race or heritage. History of the Afro-American. Who's truly African? There's no comparison. We're all the same underneath the skin, whether dark or light. You might be my kid, so I relate to my brothers and my sisters. See, to the east, to the east, to the east of me. We traveled over here by slave ship. I dropped a bomb on the Uncle Tom, who ain't hip. Straight to the situation of the Asiatic nation. I slap him in the face with righteous information, stating this, educating only facts and reality. That's well supplemented by spirituality.
Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality. Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality supports reality.
It's quite obvious who my ancestors were. It shows clear, but sometimes I see a blur of anger between me and the past. I look on to what I learned in school, but that's trash, the white man's word.
I'm
So
a
that's
genius.
story.
My
Stella and Daily watch glory. Back to the present day.
parents have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is
The African Heritage Diet consists of 6 lessons. Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here eating magic rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the 4 pillars. breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Stay healthy,
Move.
family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Sweet water. Lord have mercy. So I will be breaking this part of my fast this evening. We're going to have us I'm going to have me some type of broth tonight. God damn it. I got to build myself back up. And I'm down to, well, today I'm at 157.5. So I actually gained some weight from drinking water. Thank you, water. I'm feeling a lot better, feeling more energized. Much more energized. And I want to thank all those that's been supporting me during this time. I want to thank all of our supporters, our tribal supporters, because none of this would be possible without you. Family, it is another beautiful day. I got the energy so that we can go and have a talk for a little while until I start draining down. I'm going to go down. Hopefully, we'll be able to make it to some news. But, of course, you know we got to do our toast. We got to do our toast. We got to do our toast. Regardless of what's going on with me, we got to make sure we toast. Because there's a couple of days, family, it's like, I didn't even want to get out of bed. It was like, suffering. And I got down, you know, I did the one show with my shirt off. My arms looked like toothpicks. My mama looked at me yesterday and was like, damn, when you don't eat, your head get big. Now, way my head getting big is my body shrinking. Shit, it ain't my head swelling up. It's my body shrinking. I'm shrinking. You know, but I'm experiencing life at its fullest, because it was like I was in a zone all these days, but I wasn't able to work. I thought I would be able to work a little bit more, but I wasn't able to work. I think the last night I worked was possibly near evening, and I stayed up till like 2 o'clock doing some stuff, but I didn't get everything done. But Kaumba, no, it might have been Ujima night, but Nia, Kaumba, and Imani didn't do nothing, man. It's like I was in a blur. I was like blah, you know. And I'm glad I took these days off, but I need to go and extend the days from now on, because I'm gonna do a little bit longer, because the comeback is rough. Because, you know, you can't just jump up and start eating, you know what I'm saying, or even drinking. You know, I got to be very careful about how much ambrosia, because the first thing I'm breaking it with is some JLA ambrosia. For those that don't know, actually it's just lime and lemon
ambrosia, kind of help with my digestion. Then I'm going to get me a little broth. Then I'm going to take my ass to bed, get ready for my adventure tomorrow because I'm back on the grind tomorrow. Not that I was off the grind. But, family, I want to thank everybody, and I want to give all of the Imani babies a round of applause. So I did a show earlier with OG Kenny Jackson. Another person I'm trying to talk to about adding some content to our channel. Also, another thing that I'm looking into right now too, on top of streaming the way we streaming, there's a way that we can get on TV. The stream directly to TV, so people, you know, they might not want to use their phone. They might want to be on a big screen, watch us on a big screen in the house. There's a way where we could go on and do that, and I'm thinking about working on that. I'm gonna look at the price and see how much it is to do that, and see if we could work it out. Because you know, like I said, of course, our goal before the end of this year is to have 100 supporters. We are at 20 now. So anybody out there that wanna be a supporter, check us out at gnjmedia.support. That's gnjmedia.support. Cause we're gonna march towards that 100. Because I know if we get 20, we get 100. And if we get 100, we get 1,000. You know, so then we could be doing somebody will be doing it full time. You know, I mean, I would love within the next 2 years to be having Giami Journey Media filming and doing stuff 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Bringing you information, bringing you news. Of course, I'm going to continue doing my commentary, but we're going to have people that's going to actually be bringing you some news and stuff like that and making sure that you are always informed as a member of Giami Journey, especially those that are supporters. Cause y'all the bomb. Y'all the bomb. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to this toast. Now I can't do nothing but water, so I'm gonna do water. I ain't gonna pour out no more ambrosia because y'all know I hit those ambrosia dark spots every now and then. And then actually this will probably be the last batch that I brew in this place because we are moving. So we are the house, you know, we got boxes and stuff everywhere. We're putting stuff in because we got to be out of here by July 31st. And I want to be settled in a new place because we got a camping trip coming up we'll probably be going out on the 7th. Of course, doing the social distancing and stuff like that, going out on the 7th. And we're going to celebrate the Kemetic New Year out in the woods. So we're gonna have, you know, I'm gonna get me some nice food, right? I'm thinking about taking some tuna steaks out there. You know what I'm saying? Some tuna steaks, right? Like, yeah, have some tuna, right? And yeah, I ain't talking about the canned tuna, family. Those, cause you know some of us come up thinking that tuna only come in a can. I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about the actual tuna and maybe some salmon and throw it out there on the grill. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Have some ambrosia out there. If I got any left, you know what I'm saying? Bring in the new year. Hopefully some of the elders will come out and join us. And we're going to have us a celebration time. Come on. It's your celebration. I had to get that in. But anyway, so we're going to start our toast. And then I'm going to open up the lines for anybody who want to join us. We'll be live at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. And tomorrow we will be closer to our original time. Remember that, because I'm going back to my adventure. even though we still on COVID-19 lockdown. What do y'all think about this whole Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit in the news. I'm going to go through some of the news today till somebody call in, and if not, then me and Cleve going to get up and go to my mama's house. You know. All right. Cleve ain't object, so I guess he going to be willing to go. All right, so let's get it. What y'all say to that? All right, let's put up our Daily Toaster screen. Y'all like that, don't y'all? Y'all like that one or y'all like this one?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, getting magic rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water.
This one right here.
Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath.
That's what happens when you have creative brothers in your camp, right? So, I'm doing the stuff I'm doing. I got other brothers around the world doing different things. So one of my brothers hit me up on my Facebook page, and he was like, yo, check this out. So he had one with this beautiful explosion. It was cold. I said, man, how you do that? He said, man, just send me your symbol and I'll do yours. I said, cool. I called his bluff. And he sent me this one first. I said, that's dope. He said, but hold on. Then he sent me this one. Ooh. So I said, oh, man. But then he sent me a few others, right? And I'm looking at those. I'm like, they cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use them on other stuff because it's like with people, right? And it's pretty creative. But anyway, let's get to the toast. So I'm saying all that to say, family, do what you do. Do your thing. And allow the creator and the ancestors to bring to you what you need, right? Allow them to bring to you what you need, because I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck? But anyway, they will bring to you what you need to continue building, family. Especially, like I said, I'm almost done with the sacrifice for this year, right? So we pretty much ahead of the game right now. We ahead of the game. I'm a little bit late with my fast. I usually try to end it before the July 4th weekend, but we got pushed back with this whole COVID thing, and I had to decide whether or not I was going to do it. And I really got to do some thinking about next year, because if it was hard for me at 52, Lord knows how this is going to be for me at 53. I don't know. I might have to do some other type of challenge, but shit, this one right here, woo, man, oh man, my kids be catching hell because I be mean. I ain't telling you nothing twice. Why this cover ain't folded up right? You know what I'm saying? Why this sock in the middle of the floor? Y'all get the entertainment me. When I come up here and joke about the shit, these kids be catching it. They be like, what is wrong with him? Shit, I dropped my daughters off over at my mom's house, and I went to go pick them up yesterday, and my daughter looked at me like, what you doing here? She don't even want to come back. I like, damn, hurt my feelings. I'm like, damn. And my stomach hurt, but I ain't coming home. Yo, mean ass, I ain't coming back with you. Not till you eat. You need to get your life together. I'm staying over here with my grandma. I said, all right, go on stay over there with that Leo. Till that Leo come out. Then your ass will be calling me to come get you. That's for sure, right? 'Cause I grew up with a Leo. I know, right? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go on and do this toast and get to this toast and talk. First off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator by whatever name you choose to call the creator. And we raise the glass and we say, Ashe. From there, fella, we move to our list of our ancestors. And of course, as usual, I am going to go as far as I can by memory, but it's important for those that are new. If you want to get your ancestors on the list, by all means, please post them up on the timeline right now. We will write them down. And we will salute your ancestors. Because that's why we're here. We're here to salute the personal ancestors, to remind us where we come from, to remind us what we went through, to remind us of the wisdom that some of them left us, to remind us of the joy that some of them left us, to remind us of the lessons, the life lessons that they left us, to remind us and to keep their memory aflame in our hearts and our minds. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Tex, Sandra Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walton, Kristen Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, No Mo X, Pet Mont, Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marion Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Ela Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Riesland, DeWatson Hammonds, Jarrell Jones Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Mormon, Leon Johnson, Lord have mercy. All right, well, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorito Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hanley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Mina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dina Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnston, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Annis Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratley, Kevin Spratley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Mill Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Ida Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nathan Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trife, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Holly Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis. Silence your phone or I'm going to put you off. Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Falky, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rashawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Masmin Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles. We have James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quace Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Reefa, Oscar Kane, Archie Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alau T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, True City Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Anwright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Anilla Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Dime, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reason, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, Lashonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera, and Reese Fisher. We got Jerry Jassa McCallop, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee. And we got Panchita Alba. We raise a glass and we toast each one of those ancestors. And we salute them and we lift them up. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of the family, for the sake of the tribe. Because this is our extended family, right? We build an extended family, right? We got spiritual warriors ready to go to battle for us. We got spiritual counselors ready to give us sound advice. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? You know where we go. We go to the present moment. Once again, we're going to give all of those Imani babies a round of applause. So as I do on a daily basis, family, I ask you, turn on that reticular formation. Get out there and seek out Imani. It's out there, and it's bigger than the church. It's around you all the time. Find your principles. Take some time. Seek out your principles on a daily basis. We done categorize each day for a principle. So the principle of the day that we're going to be searching for is Imani. If you do not know what Imani is, then you need to go on and get into our e-course. Go to freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com, right? So now here we go. Speaking of faith, Imani is faith, right? The Imanic principle today is harmony. Trust is what we teach in M7. Red is the color, as you can see by my long sleeve shirt on this hot as day. But I get kind of cool with, not eating. Gender is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwesi. Female name is Akusua. So let's go on and let's break down the name. Let's look at the Hermetic law, and let's look at the principle. All right. So I have my books easily accessible today. Got my paperwork. So we spoke about Kwame yesterday. Oh, I got to go back to the beginning because they start with it first. Boo. Boo. All right. So the day, I guess this is either tree or Awe. I don't know. But they say it's Kwasiada. Akasua is the female name. Kwasi or Kwesi or Akwesi is the male name for the day. So here we go. And let me tell you where I got this article from. I got this article. It's written by a sister, by the way. Beautiful pictures on it, too. icon day names, and their embedded ancient symbolism. This was produced on February 14, 2016 by Vanessa Dancel. She cute too. Vanessa Iwaradua Quia Danso. Unapologetically broad-minded, ferociously resilient, passionate, perfectly imperfect. All right, I can dig that. Kind of got a crush. All right, here we go. It's believed and accepted that the universe was created within 7 days. In 6 days, to be exact, the rest day or the Sabbath was the 7th day. The first day of the week also started with, we would say Imani and not Umoja. Okay, all right. I'm not going to argue that. This is important to remember as you keep reading. Kwasiada means the day on which the Creator descended to create the universe. Kwa equals the Creator, si to descend. For example, in tree, you might say me si woha. This means I will get off here or descend here. So si, descended, and lastly day. So our Creator had to descend first in order to create the heavens and the earth and light. Character-wise, Imani-born women are simply outstanding. They see people and categorize people in two parts, black or white. If they like you, then good. If they don't, then they don't. They don't beat around the bush. Very straightforward and principled women. They are fearless when it comes to saying what's on their mind. Such a beautiful virtue. Sometimes they may appear to be rude and arrogant to some people, and even authoritarian. However, they are truly delightful to be around, faithful at all times, even warm and fuzzy. Sunday-born males, or Imani-born males, have an awesome, strong, and vibrant personality with a good chunk of charisma most of the time. They are sensitive as well as altruistic. They are dreamers, which may lead them to be disillusioned sometimes. However, they have sensitive side, which makes them very passionate in happy and unhappy times. Furthermore, they are resilient and possess a lot of inner strength. So we're going to complete with tomorrow, Umoja, because I didn't get to go through all of this for Umoja. So now, let's move to the principle. Of course, y'all know it's Imani. And y'all know in the Giami system, we start backwards. Imani, principle Imani, element fire, number 7, day Imani. I ain't doing those push-ups. Color red. Imani, faith, to believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. This is coming from the Player's Pyramid, which is a Giami journey, in a sense, one of our workbooks. It's one of the books that we pull a lot of our lessons out of. So, you know what I'm saying? You get it's available on our Gumroad. So you just, like I said, we'll make it available. Now, here's a quote from Harriet Tubman. "Oh Lord, you've been with me in 6 troubles. Don't desert me in the 7th." That's Harriet Tubman in her times of trouble. That's her prayer. Marcus Garvey on faith. "Hold fast to the faith. Desert not the ranks, but as brave soldiers march on to victory. I am happy and shall remain so as long as you keep the flag flying." Our life alone is a testament to our personal power. Out of millions of sperms, the one carrying your essence won the race. Although this should be enough to prove that we are worthy at all that life has to offer, a majority of us falter. We fall short in life because we have absolutely no faith in ourselves. The first building block, the very foundation of this system of success rests on our ability not to have faith in others, but to have a steadfast faith in ourselves. This is the key to the door of destiny. When we master the science of believing in ourselves, we begin to build personal power. In the Bible, faith is described as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. What this tells us is that faith is something that is beyond our scientific understanding. We cannot grasp it with our intellect. We have to believe, but believe in what? For this model of self-development that I am mapping out for you, this is the order of belief. Belief in a higher power, belief in yourself. After you have established these beliefs, then you can move into the outer realm of believing in other people and things. We need to learn to be stingy with our faith. It seems that most times we tend to put up more faith in others or things outside ourselves. This, my friend, is the first crack in our pyramid's base. We need to learn to see the world differently and learn to rely on ourselves and our higher power more. Some people may say that the higher power is outside ourselves, but I disagree. Our higher power dwells in each one of us. We are one with the power that created this universe. We just forgot who and what we are. Life is just a game that we play with ourselves till we remember the truth of our existence. The first belief I stressed was the belief in a higher power. We must be able to grasp the fact that there is something in the universe higher. For us to believe that the whole universe just popped up by accident is ruled out by entropy. Universe just popped up by accident and is ruled by entropy. My fault. So let me read that again. For us to believe that the whole universe just popped up by accident and is ruled by entropy limits our power to control our lives. According to this model, there is no order. Everything just happened without reason. In a chaotic universe, luck rules and accidents are a way of life. In a chaotic universe, you are powerless and are not responsible for what happens to you or to us. Anything goes without consequence. In a chaotic universe, the universe is our enemy. Fortunately, we are in a universe that was created by a higher power, a universe that has order, a universe that has laws and predictable events. Yes, the universe we live in is designed to help us in our efforts. It will give us exactly what we expect from it. Although we may go through some hard times, we always get what we set out in search of by the end of our journey. Faith is like a magnet that attracts to us the events and the people that we need to fulfill our deepest wants and needs. We have to be careful about what we believe in because we will get exactly that. When the power of our mind is working through faith, it does not distinguish between what is good for us and what could do us great harm. So the first things we must do in order to lay the base stone of our pyramid is ask ourselves, what do I believe about myself? What do I believe about the universe that I live in? What do I believe about my future? Who or what do I place my faith in? Are the people or things I put my faith in worthy? Am I worthy of my own faith? If yes, why? If no, why? I'm going to stop right there. Not going to read the whole thing. But there you go. The player's pyramid right there. Lord have mercy. I forgot how good it is. Now, the whole concept is that when you're working with your principles, you are building what we call mental pyramids, right? So with each project, you walk through each step of the pyramid. Faith, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the book. All right, so let's go. Let's look at the Hermetic law for today. If I'm correct, she probably got one for each of the... Oh, okay. Yeah, she got 10 virtues in here. It's cold with it. All right. So we are looking at gender. Cause and effect. We did that one. Law of gender. Law of generation, she called it. Law of gender. This is from maintaining peace and power through time, through troubled times. This is by Terahasa. Definition: the life force in everything. It has both masculine and feminine principle. The life force is manifested on all planes. The concept of opposites by definition implies opposing a relationship between elements or things. The most important aspect of this law to understand is that there is a reason that opposite poles exist. They exist because they not only complement each other at times, there are times when both aspects struggle between the extremes. The friction that results from the struggle creates energy, and this energy synergizes the contribution of both poles to generate something new. The law of generation, gender, can be complicated if we allow it to be. However, it's quite simple. Let's break it down by using an example. We got male and we got female. The law states that the life force is in everything, which means that life force is in both the male and female, which are opposites. Each opposite contains within it the same substance as its complementary part and simply varies in degree. At birth, all fetuses appear to be the same until genetic coding distributes either more estrogen or testosterone to the fetus, making it male or female. Thus far, we are talking about the law of polarity. It becomes a discussion of the law of gender when the two poles meet and friction occurs. Out of the meeting of the resulting friction, a new life is created. Now y'all know what that friction she talking about. I hope it's all grown folks. I hope y'all know the friction she talking about, right? This happens on all levels. The two poles meeting at the intersection is the key. Sometimes always intersection is key. Something always happens when two poles intersect. In the above example, we were talking about the creation of new life. However, the same thing happens when men and women bring their different ways of solving a problem to the table and are able to learn from each other. Generally, a new way of dealing with the situation occurs that has elements of both the male and female contributions. The poles are antagonistic but become complementary. All right? So we'll leave it there. If you want it, it will be available in geometry as soon as I get done, which is going to be a while. Lord have mercy, it's going to be a while. So we raise our glass to the present moment. We lift up our glass and we salute this present moment, right? The beauty of this moment, the power of this moment, our ability to embrace this moment and move forward in full force. We lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our future generations. We lift up and we toast our children, our children's children to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go, Brother Hatem? Very simple. Where we go from here is we go to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we salute all of our relations. Toast out to all the relations. Shots out. We lift up our glass. Next, we go to that selfish toast. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? Right now. This is about you. What you need right now. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go from there? Where we go from there is, once again, we added the tribe. Family, toast your tribe. Lift up your glass. My tribe is Giame. I'm lifting up my glass. I'm saluting Giame tribe. May you grab this energy and may you move forward in strength and courage, right? Tribe is bigger than me, right? But yet my tribe exists because of me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, the tribe gives me strength. And by me being part of this tribe, I give the tribe strength. So I'm toasting that beautiful relationship that I have been able to develop with this crew, with this team, with this tribe that we're building. We lift up our glass, we salute, toast your tribe. Lift up your glass, toast your tribe, family. And if you don't have a tribe, come on over here to Giami Journey. Let's work. All right, we got work to do. We got work to do. We got work. Lift up our glass. We salute and we say Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, most outstanding individual in the room right now. The wisest, the bravest, the strongest, the most beautiful individual in the room right now. I raise my glass up to you and we say Ashe. 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 Let me drink this water. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So let's open up these lines. We're going to open up these lines. Boom. BL. Put it up there so that y'all can see. Black line is now open. Black line is official. Let me go on, make sure everything is set up. Let's see who called in. Let's see who was that. Somebody called in. I'm gonna find out who you were making all that damn noise. Right. I don't forget. I'm gonna get you. Right. But anyway, call in line is 614-556-4535. We are taking calls. By all means. I love it. Thank you, Ashibu. Oh my God, I love that. All right, so here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to our news scene, and we're gonna switch over, and we're gonna go straight. Love it. Give me time to get everything together. Yeah. Gave me time. Wow. I like that. Gave me a couple of minutes stall there. Let's go all the way back up. All right, family. So going down the timeline. Nobody going to call in. That's cool. We're going to do the timeline, and then we're going to roll. All right. Okay, boom. We're going live. My auntie Georgia is always looking out for me. So I had a interview with OG Kenny Jackson. Right? Somebody I'm talking to, because I keep on telling you I'm trying to build content on this, because we about to go to, like I said, I always said, we going to another level. Going to another level with it now, like I said, because if we get directly on, not only keep on streaming, but get on direct channels as well, shit, it's going to do it. Now, the first time was a flop, He had horrible Wi-Fi, but be on the lookout for the grill OG Kenny Jackson. He's gonna be having a show coming on, and I need my people. Those of you that's really thinking about shows, y'all need to go on and carve out your days. Let me know what days y'all gonna do. All right. So we got Donald Trump push to amplify racism, unnerves Republicans who have long enabled him. So after they've been enabling this man, now all of a sudden, right, some of them feeling uncomfortable because they see the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was cool at first. You know how you be getting involved with somebody at first, and then you really, it's sort of like getting in a relationship. Y'all be fooling each other at first. Y'all put on your best clothes, and then y'all start spending the night together, and you start noticing little shit, and he start noticing little shit, and y'all be like, this is not who I thought it was. This is kind of what's happening with the Republican Party right now. They're starting to see, even though they should have been seeing. And then also this goes into that fanboy shit, that stan shit. A lot of these motherfuckers are stan. They just, regardless is Republican. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's very important that in our politics, we are beholden to no parties. We are beholden to our interests. You know what I'm saying? We have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies. We got permanent interest, right? Because we end up with somebody like this that's saying shit that totally goes against everything that we're talking about and ends up destroying everything that we're trying to build. And it's starting to look like Donald Trump has not only fucked up the Republican Party, Donald Trump might have fucked up America. And we're about to get to some of that news. I mean, y'all, I hope that y'all know that. Y'all can read the article for yourself. But Donald Trump, with this COVID and his response to COVID and switching back and forth and all these goddamn tweets, he may have fucked up the United States for the next 15 to 20 years. if we are even able to come back, because some major news that's about to pop up on you in a second. Hold on. I want to thank all those that was, damn, we had 42 views on the show yesterday. You know, and that was just reruns. 4 comments, 3 shares, 42 views. Wow. 214 people reach, 15 engagements. I guess I'm going to have to just, every day, I'm just going to have to stream. Hell. All right. The Daily Toast yesterday, we had 20 views, 3 shares. Family, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all the shares. Let me shout out those that's doing all this sharing here. All right. Elder Margarita. Okay. And she shared. Okay, go ahead. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right? Shit. Let's go up here to DigiTV. Let's see if they show us some of the people that shared. Who shared? Who shared? Okay, Mama Margarita. All right. But that can't be, she can't share 3 times. But I guess she could. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of support, man. I love that. Shouts out. Let's give Elder Margarita a round of applause, man. Making sure the Gianni Journey stay in the mix. All right, analysis. Black families pay significantly higher property taxes than white families. New analysis show. This is not new. They say new analysis. This shit is not new. You know what I'm saying? It's not new. So, you know, motherfuckers can miss me with all this new shit. Now, I'm gonna go and read it a little bit, right? But this shit is not new. We already know that we pay higher prices for cheaper houses in worse areas. And not only that, we pay higher taxes. Let's go and look at this shit. Family, this is part of the issues that we have to be making sure that's on our people's mind when we have a discussion with these people about structural changes. Unfair property assessment lead to widespread overtaxation of Black American homes. Also, one of the things that I've been arguing for a while and asked the question is the housing market overinflated? And what I mean is that these houses that they're selling now, the prices are ridiculous. And to get houses built, the prices are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and you know, of course, one of my builder elders called me and was like, "Oh, you better leave that shit alone. It's fair. What are you talking about? That shit is not fair. I don't give a fuck." You know what I'm saying? I don't, especially these plywood homes that they putting motherfuckers in right now. All right, state by state, neighborhood by neighborhood, Black families pay 13% more in property tax each year than white families would in the same situation. A massive new data analysis show. Do I need to go any goddamn farther? Right? So when people are talking about Black Lives Matter, ask them, do black pockets matter? Do black taxes matter? We've been paying higher taxes and been getting the shit beat out of us. I want you to talk to one of y'all out there. I want you to talk, when next time you talk with somebody that's so sincere about Black Lives Matter, ask them how they feel about reparations. Because you owe the check. Right? Go and take your COVID check right now. But on the table, there needs to be, right now, some discussion around reparations for real. Because right now, we have been paying more to this country, to support this country, than we should. Black-owned homes are consistently assessed at higher values relative to their actual sale price than white homes, according to a new working paper by economist Troop Howard of the University of Utah and Carlos Avencio Leon of Indiana University. African Americans have long said they bear a disproportionate burden for taxes that support local police, schools, and parks, but nationwide measures of this type of systematic racism are hard to come by. Thank God for the internet. Now we know. So not only are they assessing the houses at too high of a price, you are paying more in taxes. To expose the structural and historical factors behind this discriminatory property tax assessment, the economists analyzed more than a decade of tax assessment and sales data for 118 million homes throughout the country. I think that's a reasonable amount to get a good idea of what's going on. 118 million homes. In almost every state, property tax assessments were higher in areas with more black and Hispanic residents. In city after city, the authors show it is not just differences in the building or land, but also the racial composition of neighborhoods that matters. The gap between white families and minority households remain large, 10%. When you combine data for Hispanic and black families, the author excluded California because Proposition 13 passed in 1978 drastically changed how poverty is valued there. So here's the charts. Here's some of the charts. Look at that. Look at that. We ain't going to read no farther because I'm getting upset. I'm getting mad. That's from the Washington Post, Andrew Van Dam. I wonder if he ain't kin to that other Van Dam dude. Do you still the splits in the Kung Fu movies and couldn't even fight for real? But anyway, G&J Media. You see we got our subscription. All right. Damn. We paying a black property tax too. God damn. And we're funding a lot of that police shit. That money need to come back on home. Reparations shows. You smell what Hot Tim is cooking. We about to get these goddamn reparations. Oh man, it's demanded. DigiTV old school again. 50 views, 6 shares. Oh my God. Oh my God. And once again, Sister Margarita she on her thing. She doing it for us. Man. NASA. All right, now pay attention to this. Social Tech Crunch. Because it's for our children. NASA pays out 51 million. Excuse me. My body's still getting used to drinking the water. NASA pays out $51 million to small business with big ideas. Looking toward future tech. Now, we ain't going to go through this whole article, but I just want y'all to know this is a picture. It jumped off. Let me show you. This is a picture of a drone in space mining an asteroid. This is part of where some of this technology is going. So we got young people that's playing these games. We need to start gearing them to understanding that the way that they are able to control those figures, they get out here and they can fly these drones. They could go on and learn there's going to be actual positions for people to be able to fly drones and build and create drones that could be able to go through space. So we're going to be able to fly drones into outer space and go and mine some of these rocks out here. Now, this is the big piece right here for us to think about. With reparations coming, we're going to need to be formulating companies and putting some of our young people in those garages and letting them play with some of these advanced tools, like some of this digital printing, some of this printing that they doing where they actually you print actual products, put them with some computers and really get them working on some stuff. And those that are really like college ready, you know what I'm saying? Give them experiments and stuff in the garage. Those are really college ready. Really start pushing them into programs where they could bring that information back to us, and we could go and pile up some money or be piling up money while they getting ready, not no last minute shit, so that we could really make some major investments. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to think about it. Tesla Motors. Just think about it. Tesla Motors. I think he made his money off of PayPal. He had a good idea. More than likely, he took a loan from his family, just like Bill Gates, just like the boy that did Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We got a family. We got to try, right? And a lot of y'all, we about to get some money, right? So I don't want you to just run out and go crazy. You know, because that's what OG Ken was talking about. You know, we ain't ready. You know, I'm not watching people's pockets. I'm watching my tribe's pockets, though. Be like, yo, I know your ass don't got no goddamn new Rolls Royce and you ain't got a garage. Somebody beat the hell up out of this man here. This just don't make no goddamn sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm watching pockets like that. I'm watching tribe pockets because we got a responsibility. We got an oath. We got a promise that we keep it to our ancestors, that we got to extend our space and our time and develop the resource to pass on to our kids. Yes, you can pass a Rolls Royce down to your child, but will your child really be able to appreciate that and really be able to extract the value up out of that Rolls Royce? No. See, family, it's like this. In the Bible, one of my favorite stories is the story of King David, all the way up to Solomon, where King David was not allowed, even though he amassed the wealth, he was not allowed to build the temple because his hands was dirty. Family, most of us are in that King David generation. That's how we got to look at it. We're in a King David situation. We need to make sure that the resources are there so that the temple, the per se temple, can be built by the next generation. We got to stack all the stuff and get all the stuff ready for when the temple is going to be built. Because our hands might be too dirty for that shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? We could do what we can in this lifetime, do the best that we can, but there's certain things that we know that we're not going to be able to do because we don't got enough time. But our young people got a lot of time, and we need to let them experiment, let them fail. See, because that's what wealth allows you. Wealth allows you time to be able to get out here, experiment, get out here and fail, come back home, get yourself together. Here's, you know what I'm saying, what you working on now, boom, boom, boom. And I mean, this is how you generate success. You got to fail. But our lives, the way our lives have been structured, we have been allowed one time because we always depended on other people. We have always had to depend on other people. I ain't gonna say always, but y'all know what I'm saying. Right now in our lifetimes, we get one good time to fail. Right? But in our culture, that shouldn't be, because we need to be able to experiment. We need to provide safe places where our young people can fail. They can have business ideas and fail. And us not really, you know what I'm saying, we could be uptight about it, you know what I'm saying, but understand that that's part of the process, because in that failure, that young person would have gained a lesson that he could move forward with. I don't know how many success stories I done heard about an individual pursuing one thing and in pursuing that one thing discover something else that really became lucrative. And we got those type of young people. It's there. It's just that they have not had the space. They have not had the time. They have not been around equipment that might spark their interest. They have not really been able to get the real drones. Like some of these drones that you be seeing out here, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. We get plastic shit where it crash. After it crash about 1 or 2 times, that shit is done. I'm talking about drones that you can run into a building about 15 times before that shit, you know what I'm saying, before it's done. All you gotta do is replace a propeller. The motherfucker's solid. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit we need to be having our kids playing with. You know what I'm saying? Flying through the house, breaking shit every now and then. You know, as long as it ain't nothing valuable. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all understand what I'm saying. But we got to get our kids up on that shit. All right, so Daily Toast on Nia. You hooked me up. 2 comments, 29 views. Thank you very much, family. Tribal Quotes. We had 20 views. I think we had a conversation on Tribal Quotes. Oh, no. We had it. No, I don't remember what happened on Tribal Quotes. All right. Created 150 years ago, the Justice Department's first mission was to protect black rights. You believe that shit? It's right here. You go read it yourself in SmithsonianMag.com. Read that shit for yourself. The Justice Department first mission was to protect black rights. My question is, maybe we might need to do a survey here. How well has these motherfuckers been doing? All right, Columbus mayor signs executive order requiring face masks in public. I got chased out of a gas station yesterday because I left my mask in the car. It's getting real. It's getting real. Columbus mayor signs executive order requiring face masks in public spaces. So whenever you're in public, now you got to wear face masks. How you feel about that? How you feel about that? Now you're being mandated. Now it's not going to be backed up by the police yet. You can't get arrested for it yet. But that's how we move into shit. Now, I'm missing a major news article, and I'm kind of upset about it. Let me see if I can post it up, because I want to show y'all where we are right now. Because we ain't been through the news in a little while. Man, y'all jumping on Columbus schools won't fully reopen under COVID-19. I'm hearing people's argument against that and all that, and that's cool. But too bad. Too bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, and, like I said, now, this is where you need tribe. These type of situation is tribe situations, right? We need tribe, we need individuals that can help take care of some of our kids. Let me find this news article. Here we go. It didn't post because they don't want me to tell the world. I'm about to tell. I'm telling. It says it posted. So let's go up. Let's refresh. And then after this, I go because nobody calling in. Here we go. Strongmen rush to remake the world order as Trump faces potential election defeat. CNN.com. Let's go and look at this. Trump is kind of, I ain't going to say, he fucking up, man. Look, analysis by Nick Robertson, CNN. I want y'all to see this. The past week, on U.S. President Donald Trump's watch, Russia and China have effectively realigned the coming world order. They didn't do it together, but both took advantage of uncertainty and unpredictability that Trump has helped create. It was far from clear that the next U.S. president will be able to roll back the consequences of this week, which leaves both President Vladimir Putin in Moscow and Xi Jinping in Beijing more decisively in control of their own countries and more able to act assertively. In other words, Trump has made it indelible mark. He has made an indelible mark on the world, and it may not be for the good. It is no coincidence that Putin and Xi have cemented their grip on cherished goals as the clock runs down on Trump's first and possibly only term in office. This past week, in a referendum on constitutional revisions so predictable that copies were on sale before the vote, Putin has effectively been made president for life. God damn. Must be good. President for life? The fuck? So, and Xi has moved equally ruthlessly, taking control of Hong Kong through a new national security law while telling U.S. allies, Canada, Australia, and UK to keep out of China internal affairs. That's a threat. Keep out of, we gonna fuck you up. Now, both seem to be of the view the U.S. has neither the will nor the consistency to put up resistance. Indeed, Trump's White House gave evidence of exactly that this week, floundering for a coherent response to allegations Russia paid the Taliban to kill U.S. forces in Afghanistan. The Russian embassy in Washington and the Taliban have both denied the claims. Of course, what they supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Of course they supposed to deny. As David Ignatius wrote in the Washington Post this week, Putin is in the paycheck business. He believed the United States destroyed his former country, the Soviet Union. He likes the United States to feel pain. He now has plenty of years for more payback. Maybe. According to White House Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Matthews, President Trump is a world-class negotiator who has consistently furthered American interests on the world. Good God. Good God. All right. Somebody just joined us on the line. What's up?
I had a couple minutes, and I just wanted to correlate two ideas. So, back in the 60s, when I believe it was the early 60s, when the Russians, well, first of all, I'm pulling this from a sister who was among a group of people who were presenting on white fragility. And she was coming from the perspective of white anger or white rage. And part of the context of her talk was that you said, back in the early 60s or so, I believe it was when the Russians first launched Mir. And Mir is a kind of Russian, my names may be a little jacked up right now, but the idea was that the Russians did
Sputnik.
Thank you. That's it. The Russians launched Sputnik, and it was a successful launch. And here in the States, the mind was like, we can't let the Russians outdo us. We can't let the Russians outdo us. So here was the thing. They were going to, the government, the United States government was going to put all kinds of money into education so that we could catch up. Guess what the southern states did?
What'd they do?
The southern states said, if we have to give niggas equal footing, fuck your money.
Wow. I wish I could say I was surprised, but
but see, a lot of people don't understand how sick this white rage is or how it presents itself. So they said, fuck the United States and your money. We'd rather we maintain our superiority, our white privilege, than to take your money and fund our schools. Of course, allowing Negroes or Black folks access that they didn't have before.
Right.
And so now you come to today. What was the result of Trump coming into office? It's that same white rage, that same white anger that put him into office. Why was he able to get away with so much of this shit to the point of tanking not only the United States but the world? It's that same white rage, that same white anger that says we would rather maintain our our superiority, our white privilege, than to fight against some of the nonsense we know you're doing. So again, I tell you to look mainly, not necessarily look mainly, but especially in those southern states where you see them disfranchising the Black vote and various things of that nature. Beating the hell out of people, locking them up with practically nil to no cause. And I'm drawing the correlation between what happened in the 60s and what's going on today, because underlying it all is that same white privilege, that same white anger that allowed them to turn their head to the point where they damn near capsized the boat. I'm out.
All right. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Thank you for joining us. And with him being out, I'm going to let that be the final word. I want y'all to think about what he said. Right, family? And I will see you in the morning. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a Digi TV while me and Clevia is gone. So y'all, some of y'all that might want to tune in, I have something for you because I want to try to get it to where we're streaming every day for at least 4 hours or something like that, and getting prepared because I think we might be going to Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, depending on the price. I'm gonna work it out tomorrow, and I'm gonna let the family know and let them know what we could do because I'm really need the cooking show to come online. I'm gonna need Blunt Talk to come online. I'm gonna need Get Your Shit Right. I'm gonna need all the shows to be getting together because there's a possibility that we will be able to be streamed into millions and millions of homes. Just doing what we do right now and building on that and building on that and building and constantly building, constantly looking for the next step. Because like I said, one of the goals of Giame is to make sure that we have some full-time nation builders, some full-time warriors, and some full-time elders, right? You know, and we're gonna continue talking about that. We're gonna keep on lifting that up because I think it's very important. Because I think it's important that we have young people going down to the city council, as well as some older people going down to city council, and be sitting in every meeting and come back and report to us what's going on down there, right? I think, I think we need to have young people that, we could disperse. And not only are they doing it because it's the right thing to do, they're doing it also because it's their responsibility. And we are able to reward them for doing good for their responsibility. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, in Giami, one of the things I kind of discourage is a lot of volunteerism, because I've seen a lot of organizations take advantage of people and their volunteerism, and a person will get out and work hard and spend a whole bunch of time and get nothing, and then you'll watch somebody that did a little bit of nothing get some type of reward, and that shit is not gonna happen on my watch any longer. So family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank you for checking us out. Anime is kind of mad at me right now, so I'm gonna go and let Anime do her thing, family. You are now standing congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production, and right now we are on the Toast and Talk Imani, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?